These are my parents. The majority of their lives have been on the same track. They were both the fourth of six in a big Irish Catholic family that lived 10 minutes apart. They met when they were 17, went to the same college, graduated with the same GPA, same med school, same city for residency, and same specialty. So how did they end up on different tracks in their careers?
Mary Beth going into it smarter than I was, but she had a little higher bar to jump over to get sort of the same evaluations grades as I did. It was just, back then it was a little bit of an old boy network.
I was oftentimes one of the only females in a room, and I don't think that ever happened to him.
From the start, gender impacted my parents' careers, but parenthood exacerbated this. The family plan thesis describes how my parents navigated their early career decisions to accommodate their future family goals.
In the back of my brain, I was always calculating how to do a career in medicine and be a mother. I had an idea that pediatrics would be a softer place to be as a working mother.
I always felt that pediatrics wasn't as exciting or dramatic enough for me.
This early divide follows throughout their career, with my parents describing my dad's job as needing that ideal worker, who in this case has to be a man.
Did you ever question why dad didn't go part-time?
Never. Because he was an interventional cardiologist, and that's a procedure that you have to do all day, every day to stay really good at it. It was clear that he had to stay in the game all the time.
It's very hard to go part-time or to take extended periods of time off. In my professional career, I've only worked with one woman who was an interventional cardiologist like I practiced, and she didn't have children.
While my dad didn't need to have a conversation with his work before having kids, my mom did. Her position as the ideal worker was questioned, and she was punished financially.
I don't think that men in medicine were having that conversation. I don't think it was expected. I wasn't expecting him to do it, and I think he got 2 days to be with me, maybe 3.
Mary Beth had to, and it was handled fairly poorly, as I assume she told you.
When I took my first maternity leave, my senior partner withheld my bonus, which was illegal, and withheld a lot of money, and he was in charge of the money, so I didn't know about it until a year later. And when I asked him a year later, he said, "You didn't work for all those weeks, so you weren't getting a bonus."
My parents' move to Maine from Boston shows their attempts to combat the double bind that Stone and Lovejoy describe as common among educated women, balancing the ideal worker and involved motherhood.
Going to a little bit of a smaller city with a more balanced work-life opportunity, and I think she was the driver of that.
I wanted to have a family, and I knew that I, as a female in 1992, that I could not be an attending at Boston Children's Hospital and on faculty at Harvard Medical School and thrive and have a family and be happy. I just knew I couldn't. I watched all the women ahead of me. I had lunch with them and I asked them how it was going, and I could see that that was not going to happen.
I would say one of the biggest accomplishments of my life was keeping Mary Beth in the workforce and raising the kids without her having to, compromise her professional career in ways that she would have had we stayed in Boston.
My mom not achieving the ideal worker identity as a woman resulted in her not getting the same opportunities as my dad. This mirrors the trend explored in class of larger pay gaps among highly educated women as they don't climb the leadership ladder as easily as their male counterparts.
I do think I continued to sort of climb up with administrative responsibilities and leadership positions in ways that she might have been discounted for because she just had more on her plate.
He's kind of a rock star in the world of cardiology. And that takes, you have to be all in to be that. And he was all in. I never worried about whether or not I was a rock star. I felt really good about what I did, and I felt really good about what I accomplished as a physician. And I thought it was sort of perfect.